So most people think they believe what they believe about hitting. They believe what they believe about movement and what has to happen, right? Until their mind gets opened up and we start to question things that we thought were true. Because you're only going to do as a hitter what you think is right. And that's based on what you believe. And you only believe what you've been exposed to. So it comes down to, sometimes it comes down to like exposure. What have you been exposed to? What truths? And obviously there's so many ways to hit a ball, right? There's not just one way. But when I start to present new ideas to hitters that I work with, and they feel things that are maybe different, they can say, oh wow, that's different.
Yeah.
That felt pretty good. Because I always thought that it was this. Or I always thought that it was that. You know what I mean? So like, it's always good. And I'm sure you're open-minded, because you wouldn't have gotten as far and you wouldn't be as good as you are without being open-minded. But so many hitting coaches are really good at teaching a hitter how to feel good in practice and how to feel good in a batting cage. But I'm not getting you ready to be good in practice. I'm not getting you ready to be good in a batting cage. I have to get you ready to be good in a game.
Yeah.
And the thing about the game is that there's so many different variables that we have to prepare for. And your ability to adjust really, really quickly is going to be the thing that makes you really good. Like, can I adjust on the next pitch, or does it take me the next at bat to adjust? If you're going to adjust in the next at bat, that's too late. You got to be able to adjust in the at bat you're in and on the next pitch. That's what separates good from great. That separates really good from elite. Separates all conference or all American. Right? So the reason why I'm bringing this up, the reason why I'm saying this is because there's so many things in your swing that I want to talk to you about, but I need you to understand certain basic things first about your own biology.
Okay.
And how it works most efficiently. And I want to try to present to you, okay, this is what's going to be the most efficient for you, but then this is going to be what you do, and how do we meet in the middle somewhere on some of these things?
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yes.
Okay. Because the bottom line is, if you can become a better mover, it aligns your physical to your mental and your visual. Because ultimately hitting is perception action.
Yes.
Right? And if you look at perception action as one word, not two, but from one word, it's what am I seeing, what am I perceiving? And then what type of a movement am I going to create that aligns with what I'm seeing and perceiving? And that's just what hitting is. It happens so fast, but we can't really teach those things separately. We got to teach those things and make those things become as one. And that's going to come down. That's what's going to come down to. So when I start looking at like your swing here, like for example, in this video here, I'm going to go ahead and slow it down. You got the heel strike. That foot gets down. You got the heel strike. Then you see how you've already disconnected your hands here.
Yeah, because they go away.
Yeah, they're already away from the torso.
Okay.
So, in terms of direction, barrel efficiency, being able to create really good in-flight adaptations to late ball movement, that's going to be hard for you to do unless you have like super eyeballs. and I already know you have good eyeballs, because of the fact that you can do all these things and still be pretty good and still be very good, you have to have phenomenal eyeballs. So just imagine if we can take the eyeballs that you have, which are so good, right? Seriously. And we could take those and match them with a more efficient movement pattern. Are you kidding me? Like I'm excited like about how good you can be.
Me too.
Yeah, this is good stuff. So now, and that's just me presenting. I'm just giving you like a little taste of like where we're going.
Yeah.
But some of the things that I'm going to tell you are probably going to be things that you've never heard before.
Okay.
You know, and they're probably going to be things that may even conflict with things that you thought were true. As a matter of fact, I promise you that some of those things are going to be things that conflict. And I'm not in the business of like making. I do not love to make major changes. I do not love to make hitters get outside of what feels good to them, unless it's just such a conflict in terms of how we need energy to move. You understand? So we need energy to move in a certain way. So the questions become, okay, when I look at you, like all I did in this particular swing was I just said to myself, okay, hey, where's her energy coming from? And then where is it going? Those are going to be the two things that matter most, because we're just moving energy.
Yeah.
You ever heard of Isaac Newton's theory of energy conservation? Of course you have. You're an Ivy Leaguer.
Like the energy in motion, like the like stays in motion one?
No, the one that says energy cannot be created or destroyed.
Oh yeah.
Energy cannot be created or destroyed, but it can only be transferred.
Yeah.
Right, it can move. So when I look at a swing, just okay, I'll put it like this. You drive, right? You drive?
Yes.
Okay. When you fill up your gas, let's say your gas is a 10-gallon tank. You put 10 gallons in your tank. Okay. You got 10 gallons in your tank. Yeah. Your tank is only going to convert about 35-40% of that gas and convert it into usable fuel to move that car. The other 70% that's left over, guess where it goes? It doesn't get destroyed, but it gets converted into heat.
Yeah.
So when I look at your swing, and if you're loading 100% of it into the ground, or a big chunk of it, let's say 80% of it, how much of that energy is going back through the body into the bat and into the ball? And how much are you losing? How much is going somewhere else?
Not a lot's going.
Well, that's my thing. So you're strong enough to still hit bombs.
Yeah.
But you're probably doing a lot of work to hit those bombs.
Yeah.
Right? So if I'm doing a lot of work to hit bombs, now I'm like, I'm less efficient. I probably have a higher chase rate. I probably get my pitch a lot, and I foul it back, get around it, and hit it foul, on the pull side, or whatever. But these are the things that when we talk about, we want to have more barrel efficiency and better barrel direction. The body is the only thing that's moving the bat. The bat doesn't move without the body. So once we get that body to move the way we need it to move, so will the barrel. So we know this, right? Eyes lead the body. Body leads the bat.
Okay.
Session over.